Okay. Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I'm so excited to have you. I basically am just honored to have Jeanette here. I've interviewed her before, so welcome. Thanks for being here, Jeanette.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always an honor. Thank you.
Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm hoping to inspire people, and your story is not only inspiring, it's really incredible. Like, just tell us what you do and kind of, what you do and what your business name is and what you do.
Yeah. Well, my name is Jeanette Walkabout. I live in Little Elm, Texas, and I own a mobile DIY / paint party business called the Paint Pallet. And totally mobile, so I go to people's homes and churches and just set up these girls' nights or events where we make pallet art, wood art, pallet wood art. So, but yeah, I teach them step by step, and it's such a fun activity to do with a group of people, and everybody just does it from start to finish, and I walk them through it. So.
Yeah, that's so cool. We were saying right before the interview, we both have our Pray Big signs.
Yes. Oh, it's one of my favorite signs. I love it.
I know, something so simple, but when you look at it, it just like...
I feel like it's so powerful. It's just like, two simple words, but oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, so powerful. So tell us a little bit about how you got there. I mean, I know you work full time. Is that correct?
I do. I still work full time, and I do all of my parties are typically Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekends. But yeah, I make it work because I really want this little gig to take off, and it's just been incredible how busy I've been lately. So, but it's great. It's good.
Okay, so Jeanette is so humble. When she says this little gig, tell us, you've done more paint parties than I think I have. Like, tell me how many paint parties you've done just this past year.
Well, in 2018, I think I'm up to like 26 or 27 this year.
It's April, people.
And I opened up last January, and I did my goal. I just set like a goal in the middle of the year. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to set a goal of, 50 events by December 2017. And I think like December 31st was my 50th event. But yeah, at the time I was just kind of like, it started off pretty slow. It was just like one event the first month that I had, launched it, and then two the next day, or two the next month. And then it just slowly just kind of started picking up. And in July or something, I had like, I don't know, 18 or 20. And I was just like, oh, let's just round it up. Let's just do it even 50. And so it's kind of incredible to see 2018 is already off to such a great start. I'm almost done half of what I did all of last year. So it's great. It's fun. I'm doing what I love. It's what's the saying? It's not a job if it's, what is it, when you're having fun?
Yeah, when you're having fun.
Not work.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it feels like, I know with my paint parties, I never ever tell my family like I'm going to work. It's always like, oh, I got a paint party, because it's fun,
I always joke at my events, and they're like, if their party's taking a little longer, the ladies are like, I'm so sorry. She's like, and I'm like, girl, this is the reason I started this business, so I can have a girls' night every weekend. Honey, I'm going to work.
Oh,
I have a girls' night all the time.
That is so true, because I mean, you become friends with these people, and I just want to break the myth out there of people that are saying there's a painting with a twist or a sip and paint that's close to them, because me and you are within 2 hours. We have shared the same building.
Yeah, absolutely.
We teach at some of the same places even now. And so for those of you out there that think, oh, I can't do this, there's already a paint party. Like, me and Jeanette have had plenty still come our way.
And sometimes it's almost getting to the point where it's like, people want to date, and I'm like, I'm already booked, sorry. So, I mean, it's just, I would say don't let that hold you back. I mean, there's always, there's people who prefer to go into a store. And then I'm finding now that a lot of people love the fact that we come to their home. They can drink a little more, and they don't have to drive far.
Yes. Yeah, that's so true. And I just love the fact that, people out there, they're like, oh, there's not enough business, or, it's totally a mindset thing. I used to totally say summers were dead. I used to always be in this like summers. Now summers are like my busiest time. And and
I feel like it's things that we tell ourselves. It's kind of like our, our safety net, where we just kind of say those things to ourselves to keep us from moving forward, and we're just afraid to just do it. So
yeah, it's kind of self-prophesying, you know.
yeah,
Is that the right word?
prophesizing.
Prophesizing? I don't know.
We're creative. We're not wordsmiths.
I know people ask about math. I'm like, I'm an artist. Another thing, I know this is not even on the questions, but I just get so excited talking to you because I remember when I first interviewed you, you were like, I'm not an artist. I don't really paint like per se. Like, do you still, I know you teach all like the painted prayers I'm doing tonight on my Facebook, like, you know, and the words like in the back. I mean, that's mainly it, right? You teach them how to do the backgrounds and then it's stenciled.
Yeah, I still don't consider myself an artist at all.
I think you should change that.
No, I don't know. I think of an artist like canvas and like Picasso's. I don't know. But yeah, no. So what I do is I bring the wood, and here's an example, I guess. But you know, I just bring the wood. Which, by the way, my uncle makes these pallets for me. He's awesome. Hi, Theo. But
great job.
yeah. So, but yeah, I bring the wood piece, and then we can finish however they want. Right now, what's real popular is, you know, people like the stained look. So if they just want to stain, that's fine. Something more like this is, I mean, it's an easy technique, but they say, oh, I want it to look more distressed. I just kind of teach them how to add some paint or add some glaze to it just to change the look. And then we apply the stencil vinyl, making it easy. You don't have to freehand anything, and which it, you know, takes out the nervousness of like, oh my gosh, I don't want to freehand something. But you know, we have fun, and you still leave with a piece that's so beautiful, and you can hang it up. So yeah.
That's so cool. I know. I was telling somebody on my Facebook Live last night, I'm like, there is a lady, you know, that teaches, you know, tons of these parties, and she hadn't even painted a sunflower before. Like, you can totally make a lot of money doing something like this.
Absolutely.
Because you're providing something awesome for somebody. And I love your story. So, okay, so tell us, you know, how you kind of got started with this, and were there any fears coming into it?
Oh my gosh, fears, yes. Well, I've always had like an entrepreneurial spirit. I've always known, or I've always had like this bug, especially it even was even louder in my head when I had my girls. And it's like I wanted to be home with them and have a flexible schedule to be home with them. They're 10 and 8 now, so that time has passed, but they're in school. But so I've always had like this idea that I wanted to work for myself and be my own boss. I think it's just, I get that from my dad. He's a small business owner himself. So I've always had that idea, and I kind of dabbled in other things prior. You know, I've even tried some direct sales businesses, but I never quite felt like that was my business and that I had total control of the product that I was putting out. And I mean, I think direct sales is great, not knocking it. And I've got a lot of boss mom friends who are rocking their small business, their direct sales business. But I just realized that it wasn't something for me. And I just kind of like being more in control of my business. So I tried that, didn't work. And then I even started like a little online clothing boutique one time. And
oh, fun.
God bless my husband. He like, every time I come up with these ideas, he's like, here we go again. But, you know, but I feel like, you know, some of them worked, some of them were okay for the amount of time that I was with them. And, you know, I think I outgrew it, or, you know, and some of them just flat out failed. Like, it's just didn't work. And every time it's like, this is it. It's not happening for me. It's just not in the cards for me. It's not, maybe it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. And I should just be happy and just resign myself that I'm going to have a boss for the rest of my life. So,
nobody wants a job.
Who wants a job? Jeez. Adulting is hard.
It is.
So every time a business just wouldn't work out, it was just kind of like, oh man, you know, this is, I'm giving up. I'm done. All right. And I would tell my husband, I'm like, I promise this is it. I'm not starting anything else.
That's hilarious. I have those conversations with my husband.
So, you know, I started kind of doing some Pinterest projects here. I like doing things with my hands too, and, you know, making fun stuff. And so I thought, you know, this would be a cool idea to get some friends together and just kind of walk them through the project and kind of make it into a party. So that's kind of worked itself into the Paint Pallet. It's kind of how it was born. But, you know, I always say, I don't feel like I mean, anybody can buy a sign anywhere. I mean, you can go to a store and buy it made. So I feel like I sell the experience, and it's people getting together and spending a couple of hours, no kids, or if you bring your child, that's fine. But yeah, it's just kind of spending some time doing something creative and just relieving some stress.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, you know what, those two things feel like a great business idea. And even then, when I started, I was like, is this going to work? Who's going to come? No one's going to sign up. No one's going to, who do they think, you know, what they're going to think, who does she think she is? She's not an artist. So yeah, so there was a lot of fears like that, you know, just thinking that I couldn't do it. And then all the businesses that I had not worked out prior were in my head too. And just, you know, so I think I felt, you know, and then I found your program.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to join it. And once I kind of got into that community where other people were kind of doing the same thing or kind of had the same ideas and goals as like I did, you know, I could talk to my husband about business all day. He says he's not an entrepreneur mind. So he doesn't get what I talk about. He doesn't get my excitement. But with the people in the groups, in your group specifically, they do. So they know what I'm going through, what I'm thinking. So it's kind of like, that's my little online community. So that kind of gave me the extra push to like, okay, I think I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I launched in January of last year, and I had one party that month, and it was great. I think I don't know, 8 or 9 people signed up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So fast forward next month, and it was like, okay, no one signed up. or I think I had like 2 events. I can't even remember. But, you know, I didn't give up. And I think, you know, just kind of keep going forward and just kind of even putting out you know, that things were going great, you know, fake it till you make it. And it was kind of slowly it took off. And by August, I was booking like 8 to 10 events that month. So, but yeah, the fear creeps in now. It's just kind of like, you know, oh gosh, what am I doing? Or, you know, it's just, you know, I think it's totally normal. It's natural. And if you're not doing something that totally scares you, I mean, it's, you know, what are you doing?
Yeah. You feel, yeah, it's like, it's one thing, I don't know about you, but I still remember the first time I got a payment through my PayPal that went through my website, not just a cash or a check handed to me.
Uh-huh.
And I remember that feeling of like, I looked at my husband, I was in a car, and I remember looking at my husband going, somebody paid me for something. I gotta pay. You know, and now, you know, now it's natural and it's normal. But, you know, at the beginning it's a different feel, like, oh my gosh, am I charging too much? Oh my gosh, you know, am I worth this? All these feelings. I'm sure you remember the first time you got paid.
Yeah. And even sometimes when I go to an event, you know, you get a little nervous. You know, every crowd is different. You gotta have to read the group that you're kind of with at the time. But even then, I'm like, going to a party, I'm like, oh my gosh. First of all, I hope I didn't forget anything, because I don't know. I've called my husband several times. I forgot a size 14 by 14. Can you bring it to me?
Oh, I forgot white paint last week at an angel party.
Oh, God.
Really?
So yeah, even going to an event, I still get nervous, or, you know, it's like, I want to make sure everybody has fun and everybody leaves with a project that they're totally happy with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's always, you know, but it's part of being a business owner. You just kind of
go through it. Oh, I'm just so excited. So how many parties are you up to? I'm going to put that in the thing. How many parties have you done so far?
As of this past weekend, 76.
Wow.
Yeah.
Since last January.
Yeah. So
that is, well, congrats on
Thank you.
Let's just stop and give you a hand. So those people out there, they're freaking out thinking, oh, I can't do, you know, Jeanette, we've both been there where we're like, you know, and even, you know, booking summer parties, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, are they going to rebook? Or, and, you know, and I went from doing, you know, 2 parties last year to already having 4 booked, possibly more. And in Florida, 4 states away, you know.
That's awesome.
It's crazy how, you know, just know that just because we're on these steps doesn't mean that you can't get to these steps, because you totally can, and you can blow past us too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the cool thing. Okay, so what is your big dream? I love this question. So like, what's your big dream? And I know my dream changes and evolves over time, but like,
Yeah.
what is your big dream?
Yeah, mine has totally changed since I first started. My first dream was to have a studio where people could come in and, actually like a brick and mortar store, people come in and actually do the class there. That was my original dream, but, it wasn't in the cards right away. And I kind of like that I don't have that overhead. So my dream, so I kind of realized that I'm digging the mobile party. It's, I'm driving to venues, but I feel like I can go anywhere. I'm not limited to this one location in my little town. I can go to, I don't know, 50 miles away if I wanted. So,
or 20 hours like me.
I know. That's another dream. I want to do a mobile traveling party, a true mobile. So, but yeah, so it's changed. Yes. So it's changed. It started with, wanting a brick and mortar store. And then, I think what my ultimate dream, ultimate goal, and what it's always been, is to work for myself and to be my own boss, and to be able to pick up my kids from school every day and do homework with them and not having to commute from a job. So I'm very lucky that my full-time job is very flexible with my schedule as well. So I can't say I have it all bad, but yeah, there's still just that being able to grow a business and just have a successful business. I mean, that's just my dream. It's just to be able to take this and grow it and see where it leads to next. So
yeah, you have so many exciting opportunities ahead for you. It's just
I hope
you do. It's so exciting and so inspiring to see you just like totally, killing it. Guys, she's totally passed me at the Paint Party last year. Like, totally. So I love seeing your energy and all your stuff online. It's so fun. Okay, so let's leave some people with hope. Maybe they're not at the step, you're at right now, but like, what is your advice for others that want to lead this creative life or have more freedom in their schedule? Like, what's your advice for them?
Well, I would say, just do it. It's so simple, and I feel like it's kind of cliche, like just get out and do it. But truly just take the first step. Even if it's, buying some art supplies and just getting started, or, even whatever your business or whatever your, passion is, just get started and do it, practice with it and see how you feel, practice with some friends and see where you think it might take you. But I feel like just trying it, because, you never know. I had fears at the beginning and I almost didn't even do this. And then just to see where I am now, and I'm like, can you imagine if I hadn't started? I tell myself, I'm like, it would have been such a waste of time, where, time moves on, life is going on. So, but I would say, even if you just this is my little planner, and I just like doodle on it sometimes. It's my planner where I schedule all my events.
You are an artist.
But sometimes it's just something as easy as that. Get some cool pens, get a little adult coloring book, and just start. And I feel like when I do stuff like this, it just shuts everything down and just kind of opens my mind to more ideas. And which sometimes I'm like, I don't have time for more ideas. So I would say, even if you're scared, it's okay. It's just go ahead and get started, do something.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I cannot wait to share this interview with everybody, because I know you're going to inspire so many people out there. And just to see like what, like you said, if you wouldn't have tried, like just in over a year, 76, I'm like looking at my paper, 76 parties just since last January is insane. And from you going to almost like quitting or not even trying to bring in all this extra money for your family.
Yes. Yeah. It's been great.
And I know you bring your daughters, like I bring Pixie a lot to my events. You do that as well. So
I love it. And they love it too. They love coming. I feel like sometimes I don't even have to be there.
I
know. Like they know exactly how to set it up. They know the stencil, how to remove the stencil. They almost say it like word for word like I do. And it's just so crazy to see. First of all, they're my mini-me's. And but just to see them, out of body experience.
Have you had them lead like a slime party yet?
No, I have not. And I have to say, I'm not the cool mom with the slime.
Well, I just give it to Pixie. She literally I gather everybody and collect payment, and then she teaches.
And that's how my girls are too. If they just have the ingredients, they can totally go for it. But I'm just like, it just gives me anxiety, like the stuff everywhere. So I'm not cool mom on that. But before, I'm going to show you what Ava did last. She did this one. I'll have to show it, and she'll get a kick out of it.
Oh, wow.
So she's 10, and she made this. She stained it, and then she did that ombre. So it's been a real big hit, this effect here lately in my classes. I think they see a photo and they want to try it. So she takes credit for that, and she loves it. She loves seeing it.
It was Ava that did it?
Ava did it, yeah. So
Ava's
sometimes
ombre technique.
Ava's ombre.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, they love it.
What's your other daughter's name?
Mia.
Mia. And she likes helping too?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she'll go too. And, you know, if they can set up, they can help clean up. They help with techniques. They fill up paint. I mean, they can do it all now. So.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. We'll have to get my daughter to interview your daughters.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Oh.
And they can share their little artsy stuff.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Doing a YouTube channel now, so she would love to do some interviews.
Does she have a YouTube channel? My girls have been asking for one.
We just got her one, and I'm like, you are not allowed to put anything public. Like, we have all these rules. Like, she's just now film stuff. So
it's that YouTube, those kids. Oh.
That's crazy. Well, I am so glad you spent time with us, and thank you so much. If anybody wants to reach out and learn more about you, or follow you or whatever, where can they find you, Jeanette?
They can find me on my website, thepaintpallet.com, and you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, The Paint Pallet. And but yeah, give me a follow there and see what we're up to.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, thank you for being here. And thank you to everyone for watching. And just let us know if you like these interviews, if you're inspired, if you want more, let me know. So I will put out more of these. And y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye.